Yo, 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 yo. What's up, what's up? Last day of the month. Last day of the month. Oh, gold looks like it's setting up for some buys right now. Let's get this thing started. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Happy Wednesday. Hello, hello, hello. Last day of the month. It's gonna be a crazy last day too. So much news today. So much news. You guys ready? Let's get this thing started. All right, so let's kick things off. Oh, one sec. That's playing up. All right, so gold. Keep remembering, so I've got it set up on the browser now. All right, so gold is bearish, very bearish. Hey Anna, how are you? Yeehaw. Good afternoon, good morning. Good afternoon, good morning. So yeah, gold is bearish at the moment. Rosie, what's up? What's up? Very bearish. We broke yesterday's low. We've broken below this daily support. Well, this is kind of, I would call it down here because this is where the candle closed. It wants to be pushed up. But we've got like a support level down here where, you know, held price before. But we're breaking into this area now. And we've got these bottom wicks. If news, all news is very good for the dollar today, then gold is going to have a further pullback. And I believe it's going to come down to at least 3238, which is a previous daily resistance for gold. And 4-hour resistance too. So not a bad area to pull back to, at least like in the 3230s, I would say, if we continue to pull back on gold. Not 4 hours, very bearish. And this is kind of the daily support area where price is holding right now. But like I said, we've got so much news today, like back to back news. 1:15, 1:30, and then 3 o'clock. I'll double check. Oh, Forex factory right here. Yep, 3 o'clock. So yeah, bunch of news today. Ton of news. Right now though, with gold, we've got this strong support level. So literally, where just said the daily and the 4-hour supports were, this level has been holding gold since last week, Wednesday. Since last Wednesday. Oh, before that even. Look, on my birthday, 2 weeks ago. It's the first time we approached this area and held price. So that's why I've had this bar here and I haven't moved this since. Very strong level down here. And look, we've got an engulfing coming right up off this support. So if gold does want to continue down, which I think it might, I would like to see a support, a resistance to come back down. So maybe we get a retest of 3293 and then a resistance, or anywhere in this area we get a lower high and a support to come and sell back through this level from a resistance. So that's what I'll be looking for on gold. I won't take any buys just yet. Not just yet. But I do think we pull up. I do think we get a pull up and then come back down and just drop through there. All depends on what news is saying today. And the first news is in 30 minutes. So ADP. I don't think ADP is going to have super high impact. But I will look at ADP last month and see how price reacted. I don't think there was much of a reaction, to be honest. But we'll check it out anyway. So yeah, gold sells for today. If we break this support. But I think we will. I was actually looking for sells this morning on gold. I was looking for sells like around here. But it pushed down. I missed the entry. And then once it pulled back up, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to leave it. Even though the range wasn't too big, it was still 1-to-1 at least risk reward. So yeah, 50 pips down to the lows, and using the previous, or the entry candle high, was only 37 pips. But I did miss that one. And then we came up, tapped into this resistance, and I totally missed this candle. I came back, this candle was just gone, slapped right through. But this was a perfect, this would, such a nice entry this would have been here. Because I was anticipating with volume, we pushed past this support anyway. I did think it was going to happen a bit earlier, but it didn't. It happened later, as soon as 9 o'clock opened, straight down. Straight down. So it is what it is. All right, so now let's look at pound yen. So pound yen, currently bullish on the daily time frame. Didn't break yesterday's high again, just like the day before, but we didn't break yesterday's low yet. So we're just in the middle of this range. We're just ranging on pound yen. 4 hour is making lower highs and lower lows, but yeah, again, we're just in this big massive range for GJ. So in order for me to, I think because the 4 hours making lower highs and lower lows, I would like some sells, but would have to break below 190.4 for the sells, and the buys just aren't clean for me. The buys aren't clean at all. I was looking for buys this morning. I was considering, I won't even say I was looking, I was considering buys this morning. This range, I thought this range was a lot bigger than it was. So I was thinking closure above, you know, we fill this range. But no, it was only 15 pips, I believe. It's only 15 pips left. Yeah, that's not enough of a range to trade through. So I wasn't going to force it. And it's a good thing I didn't, because we pushed up. I mean, this candle, the 8 o'clock candle, it came down first, and it came down quite low. Did it actually break? Yeah, see, look, it broke the 7:30 candle low. It broke the low. Just my chair. So yeah, it wasn't valid anyway. And then yeah, we just started messing around for the next couple hours, to be honest. But look, the resistance was close. We tapped into it, and now we're dropping back. I'm actually going to get rid of that because that's no longer valid. And let me put a support here. Low time frame. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I think most pairs are just going to be waiting for news now. That's what I'll be waiting for, to jump on the volume after the news. So now we wait. How was everyone's London session? Anyone catch any moves? Where is, you were in early GJ buys. Nice. Where did you get in? Where did you get in? See what gold does at this support. 7 a.m. closure. So, okay, literally, nice. That was nice. That was nice. I think I'll still do my markup. I tried to do my markups before 7 o'clock. But I don't really get into trades at 7. So it's a bit after that. So yeah, I'll probably do my markup. This candle's already pushing up. Well, see, there was this resistance pretty close. But this is not a bad range anyway. Now, structure-wise, you've got these lows, well, lower highs, sorry. They're lower highs. So what I was thinking is this one, even though there's a resistance here, to me it wasn't like the last lower high in the overall structure. It's not a significant level like this one here. So I was anticipating that anywhere in this range, price would create a resistance to then continue the downtrend. You know? So kind of like, well, what's happening now? The 4 hour, don't want to do that. So I was anticipating, yeah, a lower high, which it looks like it's doing on the 4 hour time frame. So yeah, even if I did take buys, they were going to be very short-lived in and out for pound yen, because the higher time frame structure is more bearish. Weather's getting nice over here. Let's put the analysis back on. So even for sells, if I was going to take some GJ sells, it would have to be below this resistance. If it pulls back and closes below, then all of this was like a fake out, and then we sell, flip bearish on the daily, and come and retest this 4 hour support. Just continue playing this lovely GJ range. Oh yeah, let's look at ADP last month. So last month, April the 2nd, forecast 118k, well above. Let's see how the market's reacted to that. Now, I'm so used to using my app, I keep tapping my TradingView app. Instead of the browser. Alright, so this is ADP at the beginning of the month. This month, because every 4 weeks. Okay, so it was 115. Okay, so we had a bit of a push up. 86 pip candle from lows to highs. Not bad, not bad. And that was on good numbers. So good numbers for ADP, and gold was bullish. Look where we were at the beginning of the month. It's in the 3000s. Now in the 3200s. Nearly 3300s. So yeah, good ADP. We might get a little push up, less than 100 pips, but the amount the candle moves is based on the distance away from the forecast, like the higher forecast numbers. So yeah, you'll see stronger reactions when you get like much better numbers or worse numbers. What's pound yen doing? Wonder if this support is going to hold for GJ. Let's see, let's see. I was expecting ranging until news, then gold dropped 200 pips. Yo, this gold drop this morning was just straight down. Let's see how big it was. Literally 220 pips. 220 pips, just psh. Yeah, it's a shame, man, because I was looking for the sells. And the reason why I like these gold sells compared to the pound yen buys was obviously the range that was left. It was about 50 pips compared to pound yen, which had 15 pips. So yeah, much better opportunity with gold. Plus we know gold can just drop very quick. In fact, it did, before it came back up, it actually dropped about 20 pips. And then reversed. But yeah, it looks like it wanted to create some structure first. But yeah, I weren't really looking at gold buys this morning anyway. And we've got a higher time frame resistance. Price had downtrend structure. Just got that retest of this resistance, and then yeah, we fell. For once, London session got some action. It's been slow. Look at yesterday. I mean, you guys were very, very, very skilled in taking pips out of gold yesterday. Those sells when you did. Very good sells. Where was it? It was right here. Yeah, it was nice. I had to put that in the journal. It's still something that if I'm honest with you, I'm kind of happy I didn't take, because my rule is not to sell into a support. So if it was just this candle by itself, there was no support here, no 15-minute, no 30-minute support, I would have liked to trade a bit more. But because it was a previous support as well, and we had these wicks to the left, yeah, just weren't feeling it. But as a scalper, obviously you take some moves out of the market when you can. Take some pips. And you guys caught what, 50 pips? At least. I think it dropped a bit more than that. Did it? Let me check. It was a nice little sell. Yeah, literally 56 pips. In and out when you're scalping. I think Yeehaw took 20 pips out of that too. Yeah, man, you guys are some serious traders. Nice, nice. Alright, so GJ closed right on the support. Gold pretty much as well. What's the ADP forecast to be? So ADP 114, so less than last time. And we've got advanced GDP 0.2%. That can't be right. 0.2% for the quarter, when last month it was 2.3. Unless they're expecting really low numbers, I guess they are. Employment cost index, change in price businesses paid, government and the government pay for civilian labor. Okay. It's gonna be an interesting day for news. The market's gonna get slapped about. Alright, pound yen. It's a shame it closed where it did. Yeah, I need to wait for a closure below the support. So I think if GJ does pull back, I've got this resistance here, but I'm just thinking maybe gold GJ will just retest it. But to be honest, I would want it to sell down to this support at least. And then obviously further below, down to the 4-hour support. Ideally, it was a super quick move. Or the gold this morning, yeah, it was. Gotta keep an eye on these markets now. Well, I think it was Benny that said earlier on in the chat, it's probably gonna be a late move. I do think we'll see some afternoon move because we want to jump on the volume, and we know volume's gonna kick in once news is released. What, was it yesterday though? Yesterday was weak. Jolts, I don't think it moved much. Look, it moved more for pound yen, I think, than it did for gold. Look at this. This was jolts yesterday. And gold at 3 p.m. This was gold. So, I mean, it did push up after the previous candle just dropped. So 170 pips. Can't complain, but it wasn't really... It didn't seem like any extra volume coming into the market, put it that way, with that news. And then what do we have tomorrow? Oh yeah, Japan interest rates. Got USD unemployment claims, ISM manufacturing PMI. That means Monday I think we've got services PMI. So is that normally how it works? Yep. And then May, interest rates, USD interest rates. If the Feds decide to increase interest rates, decrease, sorry, interest rates in May, we're going to see gold drop. Gold is going to drop. Oh, yes. But Monday is a UK bank holiday, actually. Wait, it's a yen bank holiday for 2 days. Hold on, hold the phone. May and 2nd, JPY bank holiday. For what? Children's Day. And shower day. Shower day. Okay. Japan's off for 2 days. Shoot. Give me 1 second, guys. Come on, GJ. Push down if you're going to push. Now, we know pound yen's going to react to ADP and GDP. So, to be honest, don't really want to get into any trades before, on any pair before the news. So, we have a small window, a very small window. We have after 1:15. So, from 1:30 to, say, 3 o'clock before the next lot of news comes out. So yeah, maybe 2 o'clock at entry. We'll wait for the news to settle down, for the volume, and then yeah, get in right after, if it does give us some. That pound yen is stuck. If gold decides to push up today, it's a perfect place to push up from. Perfect place. Come on, pound yen. Watch 10 minutes before the candle closes. That's when we'll see some volume. But we do have 5 minutes until news. Which one should we keep an eye on? Just keep an eye on both. We'll keep an eye on both. See how it reacts to the news. Our pound yen is chilling, and look where it is. Psychological level 191. Some notes real quick. Alright, GJ, come on. Oh, let's keep it on the 15 because news is about to drop. See if we get another 80 pip candle for gold. All the news out today, we should catch something. Where's got the cleanest ranges? Pretty much gold, especially with this long drop. So if gold closes above this resistance, I think we get more of a pullback. I'll be aiming at least for 3293 for a retest. Is tomorrow Labor Day a holiday? We celebrate it here. Nah, we don't celebrate Labor Day. Alright, gold's pushing. Looks like GJ's dropping. Damn. What are results? Oh, bad numbers. Bad numbers. So with good numbers, last month it pushed up. Bad numbers, it still pushes up. Okay. And GJ dropped. But we can look at Forex Factory to see. So you guys, days it's Thursday. It doesn't say anything about it being a holiday. There's no US holidays tomorrow. It's that business as usual. Right, gold. So we might get that closure above the resistance, but it is pushing. Yeah, I think it might be too much into this range now by the time it actually closes. Alright, this looks like a massive pound yen drop, but it's like 20 pips. I don't think it's hit 20 pips yet. It's more massive, right? It hasn't even hit 20 pips, and look how much pound yen has dropped. Look how much. 17 pips. I did want a closure back in this range. And end of the month, we could be getting a pound yen sell-off. And why I say that is because end of the month, you know, people are closing their trades, they're looking in profits. It's all about the P&L, you know, new month starting tomorrow. So if you're exiting your GJ positions, yeah, you might get a bit of a sell-off. Oh, you said, is tomorrow Labor Day a holiday? We don't celebrate it here. Wait, I'm confused. I'm very confused. When is your Labor Day? When you say we don't celebrate it here, well, what holiday are you talking about, Yeehaw? But yes, the US has way more holidays than we do. All these random days off, random holiday days. Labor Day, Independence Day, Juneteenth, Martin Luther King Day. Like, you guys have President's Day. No, did I make that up? I feel like there was a President's Day. So many holidays. Some of them you get days off, some you don't. You just have bank holidays. Might celebrate the King's birthday now instead of the Queen. His birthday is going to be it was in September. I thought so. Is that where and you have that saying, you don't wear white after Labor Day? Is that it? Don't wear white after Labor Day? Oh, it's September. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, we don't have none of those type of holidays over here. Celebrating no independence, nothing. I think everyone's celebrating their independence from us, to be honest. You guys were the colonizers. Hey, no, not us guys. It's, you know, them English people. Them English ones, you know. You know the ones I'm talking about. I'm second generation. I don't count. I got somewhere to go back to. They decide to kick us out. Sorry, I'm just like sitting on bloody Forex factory while the market's going crazy. Because I've got another chart on my other computer, my bad. I forget I'm showing my web page now, my browser, rather than just the TradingView app. Should make the stream run smoother so we don't get no delays like, was it Monday? But yeah, look at that push up from gold. Beautiful push up. Yeah, this is a very, very good support zone. Do you know, I'm going to take this off because this is the level down here. What's GJ doing? But yeah, if GJ closes, well, GJ is going to close bearish, isn't it? But if it stays closed below this resistance, I want to look for sells to continue down. And gold. Alright, if we're looking at gold, just ranges at this point. We've got the resistance, and then this is the next support that is created. So really, this is the clean range going up. But I'm in two minds about gold buys. I did just want to retest with this level here. So I'll see if we close below and then we create a resistance, I'll be looking for the sells back down. If it closes above, then I think we're going to continue pushing up. But I'm still very cautious of gold buyers because I think anywhere in this whole area we could get a resistance. Anywhere in this area we can get a resistance and lower high and then sell back down. And shoot, you know, we've got more news in 5 minutes actually. No trades until after the news. People send me some crazy shit. All right, news in 3 minutes. And get set up for GJ. Get set up for some GJ sells over here. Oh my god, this candle is just moving. But what I would like is a nice top wick to continue down. And I would most likely have my stop loss above, at least above this resistance. Now, I know you're thinking, but selling right into this support. What I'm looking to do is jump in on the volume, and this volume continue pushing pound yen below the support, flipping the daily bearish, and continuing down to this 4-hour level. That's the idea here with this trade. Jumping in on this volume. Now, it all depends if this candle, if the next candle breaks the previous candle low, and obviously we need a good top wick as well. A good top wick. But if the volume, the selling volume is very strong, then price is just going to keep pushing. And it's not going to make much of a top wick. So, we'll see what happens here in the next minute and a half. Oh, shoot, the news. Do you know, I keep forgetting there's more news in like 2 minutes. Oh, man. Maybe I'll wait till the next candle. Jeez. Depends how much this candle moves. How quick it moves. But it's like I literally just forget about the news. So price could do either for both pairs. Price could go either way for both pairs. Facts. It's true. So best to wait it out, I guess. But the news volume would just drive GJ down. I don't want to get what do you call it, slipped. You know, slippage is crazy. This is all spreads. That was all spreads right there. 15 seconds. Alright, good. It's making a top wick. Alright. Ooh. Let's see now. Let's see. The stop loss isn't even bad. Even 27 pips stop loss isn't bad. Yeah, if this candle re-breaks the low, then I'll be getting into some sells. And it's happening too quick for me to even place a sell stop. But my broker looks very different from what TradingView looks like right now. Very different. What did gold do for this news? Gold's pulling back some. Alright, I've got my eye on the chart, so if pound yen comes close to getting in, I will flip back. But let's see what the results were. So very good numbers, very good numbers. Quarter on quarter 0.3 minus 0.3. Okay, so bad numbers actually for the quarter on quarter, but for the price index it was good. So when you have different color numbers, different color actuals, so we've got red, which means it missed, we've got black, which means this was as forecast, and then we've got green, which is better than forecast. So we actually have mixed data here. We've got mixed results. So that's probably why we're gonna have some indecision here. Lovely. Oh, these gold buys look juicy right now. The gold buys look very juicy, you know. What are we thinking? I'm gonna scalp these gold buys, you know. Where we at? Ooh, 60 pip stop loss though. I thought the stop loss was a little smaller than what it was. This was a big candle. Oh my goodness. 250 pips. Okay. I actually thought this candle was I didn't realize this candle was so big. Gold really moves these days, don't it? Yeah, I was considering taking buys up. I actually might take some buys up. Yeah, if this candle re-breaks this high, then I'm looking for some buys to retrace this drop a little bit more. Ooh, shit, we closed below that support. Oh, markets. And GJ, this looks horrible on my broker. I wonder if I can show you on here. Let's do this. Look at this. This this is what my broker actually looks like right now. How do you get in at the break of the low with this gap for one? It's horrible, isn't it? Not very nice at all. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. Maybe get a continuation pattern. But then also look where it stopped. Right on this support. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. But I'm gonna leave that until the candles look a bit cleaner. Maybe get a continuation pattern and then we sell down. That'll be a bit nicer. If gold flips now, if gold flips and re-breaks this high, I think we're going to get a nice push up and retrace this drop. Because we came into this high time, or this strong support down here. We've got this massive green candle, massive bullish candle, which has engulfed all these candles to the left. So yeah, I think we get more of a pullback. So let's go Goldie. And then just have to use entry candle lows for a stop loss. I think that's the plan. Solid. I'm going to don't want this candle to push down too much. I don't want a massive stop loss. But stop loss is going to be whatever size it wants to be, right? Now, if the 15-minute closes with a strong resistance, then I won't take any buys just yet. I'll wait. I would wait for the resistance to be broken, like a closure above on the next 15-minute. We could get a continuation up. See how this resistance forms. DJ, this looks awful. So yeah, no buys on pound yen. Now, even yesterday, so yesterday I was waiting for pound yen. I was looking for a closure below, where was it? Was it down here? It was lower. It was here. So yesterday I was looking for pound yen for a closure below this support. Not this one, not this one, but this one down here, because of all these wicks. So I thought if the candle closes below, then we should get a push down right into, there's like a 4-hour support a bit lower. And then it did close below. It just about closed below. It was this candle here. Right here, 3 o'clock candle. Right, this one closed just above. And then we got this. It's like the volume just fell off the map. And it just ranged for like 2 hours. And then pushed up. Horrible price action yesterday. All right, Goldie. If gold closes with a weak, if this 15-minute candle closes with a weak bearish body, and the next candle breaks the high, I'm looking for some quick buys up. I'm looking for some quick buys all the way up. It's looking like it. 3 minutes. Not bad. That's good, gold. Stay just like this. Just like this. What I love about this pattern is the story that it tells. So you've got this strong push up. Shows that there's loads of buyers in. This was the ADP. And then this next candle, if it closes weak bearish, it shows, you know, we've pushed up. Couldn't quite push up much. We pushed down. If it closes bearish, but the buyers, when the buyers have it, that's why we got this long bottom wick. And then the next candle continues to buy up. Looks like we might start pushing already. $92 pip stop loss. Shoot, anything less than 100 pips is not bad. So I didn't want to take an entry right before the next 15-minute candle was about to start. Ideally, what I would like is for the next 15 to come down, make a little bottom wick, and then get in on the next one. I'm trying to get a smaller stop loss, but it looks like this thing's gone. Alright. Damn, it's not even gonna give us no bottom wick. Alright, I want to squeeze 20 pips out of this. Just wanted a bit more of a bottom wick before I got in, but it might be a manual entry. Yeah, this is good. That's good. Looks a bit better on my broker. Trading view's a bit slow. Alright, so I'm gonna have a buy stop at the flip of this candle. Alright, been entered in. It's one of the smaller stop loss. But I'm just gonna leave it where it's at for now. See how much of this range we can fill. But if it comes down, breaks its own low, I'll cut some. Alright, 30 pips up so far. My entry is actually slightly lower. 25, 11, my keyboard. Let's go, gold. Let's go. Alright, I'm moving my stop loss to break even. Because I ain't playing with gold today. Alright, I'm moving my stop loss up. Remember, I'm holding full positions now. I might as well start. Alright, I moved my stop loss in profit to 50 pips. That price is 3,300. Stopped me out. Before I could even put it on the chart, it stopped me out. Quick stuff, quick stuff. Super quick stuff right there. Wait, what's going on there? Look, I couldn't even put it in. Right, could have got in a bit lower. Could have got in down here, but you know, I ain't mad about it. Look at God, stop me out and then continue. But you know what? I'm glad. I'm happy. Full positions, because you know what would happen here? I'd close 80% at 50 pips, and then my runner would still hit break even. So I'm happy. I quite like where I closed at 50 pips. That was a very, very quick trade. How long was that trade? That trade was, oh, stopped me out at 48 pips. I got slipped 2 pips. That trade was 1 minute and 30 seconds. 1 minute and 30 seconds. You know what, that's going to be easy to make into a short. Nice and quick. Yes, exactly that. Exactly that. Nice and quick. In and out. Didn't really have much time to do a buy stop, but I got it. Should we see what happens for PCE? Should we stay on for another hour? You guys with me? Or nah, should I just leave it here? Not give back no profits. What y'all think? Norwegian cruiser hand down. Let's go. Yeah, man. This thing's still moving too. So I was looking for a retest of, remember, like this broken support here from earlier on. End in a month. Well, oh yes. In and out. Real quick. And this is what I mean by waiting for news and then jumping in on the volume. Like clearly gold was going up. It was bullish after that news. We made the bottom wick. We flipped. We continued. So that's why. That was like the main reason for getting in on those buys. Even though we had this strong push down. And then other confirmations where we tapped into this support. That's been holding for 2 weeks. Made a massive support on the 30-minute time frame, helped by ADP news. And then we've got this long range for gold to retrace. So, you know, had all those confirmations, all those things in our favor for buyers. But yeah, like I said, what was it, Monday? I think I was talking about it. Monday or yesterday, I can't remember. One day's rolling into one. It was talking about closing full positions. How do you guys manage your risk? Do you close full? Do you hold to TP? Do you move stops to break even? What's your risk management strategies? Okay, so Benny says closed partials, 80 to 90%. Rosie holds full. Yeah, I know Rosie don't close nothing. Rosie's closing whole positions or nothing. Or stop loss. Love that. Yeah, depends on the trade. Okay. I just wanted to know if people follow, like, do what I do, or if they do their own thing. Not that you obviously don't have to do what I'm doing. Everyone has their own risk. I'm sure everyone has different lot sizes, you know, different stop losses. But look at, I'm quite happy with this trade, to be fair. But yeah, from now on, I'm looking to close full positions and not feel sad that it kept on running. But yeah, man, full positions. Like I said, a lot of my runners hit break even, so I'm just leaving money on the table when I'm not closing full. And I think the money that I am missing out on is not, like, if the trade does continue, I don't think it happens enough where I'm missing out. Do you know what I mean? By closing full. So, you know, as a scalper, I'm only looking for, I was going to say like 10, 20, 30 pips, but with gold, it's got to be like 40, 50. Even pound yen, it's like 20 to 30. So I might as well just close the full positions as a scalper. If I'm day trading in and out within an hour or two, so I don't really need to be holding long. And if I was looking for big plays, I should be looking at moves off of higher time frame key levels. So now if pound yen came down to this 4-hour support, created a support here, and then bounced up, this trade I might be looking to hold a bit longer because it's coming off a higher time frame. But breakouts tend to be quite in and out. But look at pound yen. So this is beautiful. Was actually, to look, kind of exactly what I said. Closed below this resistance, top wick. Didn't expect this top wick to be that long, but it doesn't really matter. It's actually not that long. I keep thinking pound yen is gold. Look, 19, 20 pips. Break of this low to continue down. So with volume, it's going to push past this support and continue down to this 4-hour support. And I still think that happens. So go pound yen, go. But I do think when you're trading, you should look for I wouldn't say look for a minimum amount of pips, but definitely be aiming to trade through a range where you're going to get something decent. I mean, 10 pips is okay, but if your stop loss is bigger than your TP, it's not the best way to go. I mean, it's going to take you a lot of trade. One stop loss could really wipe out a couple trades. And then after all that, I mean, I've been there before where I'm taking like 10 pips, 10 pips, 10 pips, 10 pips, and then 30 pip stop loss. I'm like, yo, that's 3 trades worth gone. 3 trades worth gone very quick. It's like, what's the point? Like Don Vo, 27% lost the other day. No, he didn't. 27, that's crazy. 27% loss on one trade. That's too much. That's too much. That's crazy. I think majority of traders started with 10 pips. Oh yeah, 100%. I think if you was a scalper, you were looking for 10 pips. You're looking for like 10 pips. 10, 15 pips. But yeah, I was definitely a 10 pip trader. That's it. 10 pips. Yep, 10 pips. Done for the day. Back in the next session. But I think there's just so much more volume in the markets now to just look for 10 pips. And that's where closing partials came in for me. Like, leaving runners was to get the confidence to hold my trades for longer. But I think 20 is the new 10. 20 is the new 10. Rosie said I used to look for 40 pips minimum. I went backwards. As in you look for less now. I mean, do you know what? Your trading style always depends on the time that you have, obviously the pair that you trade, and obviously the strategy that you use. So, but yeah, I know you be holding your trades. So I can tell. You know, you can tell when people are not swing traders, but when they can hold trades for long, when they're looking for, you know, they're used to catching more pips. All right, new 4 o'clock candle, new 4 hour candle. Oh, this price action just looks, it's not even the cleanest, but the structure is so nice on pound yen. Look, I was talking about this 4 hour creating a lower high and then potentially structure making a lower low. So if we can get past 190.4 today, I think pound yen continues to sell. But at the same time, I think even if it does make a new low, I think we push up. and create a support. Let me close that. Let's put that back on. And gold was nice, man. Gold's nice. I see what gold looks like on the 4 hour. Hey. Telling you, man, this support is something serious. So at the beginning of the stream, I talked about the daily candle leaving a bottom wick down here. Just like these ones. So we'll see how today ends. Be very curious. So at the shit, I got a meeting in an hour. Forgot about that. All right, so yeah, I'm very curious. At the end of the day, I always look back at the charts and then, you know, did my analysis play out? Did the idea I have for the day, you know, what does that look like at the end of the day? You know, what was the price action like? So today, that's what I'll be looking for. Did the daily close with a long bottom wick, just like it has been all week? Did this support hold all day? No, is price going to push up? Daily could flip bullish. So many things, so many things. I mean, yesterday's candle doesn't even have a top wick, so anything can happen. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna trade the next set of news. Quite happy with the 50 pips I just caught. Don't know about you. If you're still holding, then you're up more than 50 pips, so good job. And I hope you did catch the trade. I know it was kind of quick. I didn't get to put the buy stops in, but it was all discussed. It was all discussed beforehand, so hopefully you listen and not just follow, you know. But I think we're all great traders in here. You guys be catching the moves without me anyway. I'm gonna start asking you guys for signals in the chat. I know Benny does anyway. Benny's a signal guy. Yep, impulse entry here. Love it. Keep it up, keep it up. But yeah, back tomorrow. So tomorrow we have, what did I say we have? Oh, I can check right here. Tomorrow, I can't read. Okay, Japan interest rates, unemployment claims, and manufacturing PMI, which we probably won't be on stream for, but we will be for unemployment claims. So hopefully we catch some trades tomorrow too. But yeah, good job on the buys today. It's perfect. It's perfect. Also, I don't know if you guys trade Asian session. If I knew exactly what time the policy rate would be for Japan, then I would definitely be up for it, because I like to see it moves crazy. It does. So March 19th, but they never give you a specific time, and then it'll be at a stupid time. Look, 2:25 a.m. What? 2:25 January, 3:23 a.m. Now, what kind of times is these to release news? You just say it during a speech or something. I really would love to know how that happens. In fact, I'm going to look that up. How do they decide what time? When did they just drop it in a conversation and then they put the time on it? So that's why it always says tentative. So you never actually know when the news is coming out. So yeah, it'll be interesting. But if they keep, well, they're looking to keep the rates the same on 0.5%. If they decide to increase the rates, then we're going to see some more GJ sells. If they keep the rates the same, I still think we see a bit of yen strength on the back of this news, and then pound yen, we'll see how it acts in the morning. But usually what happens is we'll get a GJ drop, and then come London session, pound yen will just push for the rest of the day. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, but we'll see how that goes. I can't tell you what time that's going to be. I'm not staying up for it, otherwise I won't be up for London session, and I want to jump in these London session buys. If I get up and see a nice setup, I see it pushing, I'm all in. Looks like this, the daily flip might be holding for GJ. But yeah, guys, back tomorrow. Peace out. Good job today.